Oh, yes. Is my microphone on? Yes, it is. So, hello and welcome. The video you just saw, if you did see that video a minute ago, was my latest release for this week. And my good friend Will, who normally does my artwork, and I make like little videos out of that, he wasn't available. So I went for a dog walk with my little gimbal and put it on hyperlapse, and it's just me running about like a crazy fool. But it's probably one of the healthiest videos I've ever made. So that's all good. So I'm just going to throw down a little musical idea down, and if somebody wants to join me, that's all good. And if they don't, that is all good too. I'll probably do some explanations just in case somebody is catching this recording and they're just kind of interested to know how I'm doing what I'm doing. So I will just begin. Just want to let you know I've started using a new computer and the latest version of my DAW, which is DAW, Digital Audio Workstation. So there will be glitches. It will not be perfect. And I'm kind of embracing the non-perfection. Sword, how the devil are you? Do you know what? I was thinking earlier, I was like, I hope he's online again, because I felt a little bit bad. I didn't give you the attention that you so rightly deserved last time, right? I believe you may have questions. So, Sword, firstly, how are you and what questions do you have? While you're answering that, I helped my friend out with his live streaming questions, and it went really well. I was really chuffed with that. It was good. So, Sword, did you see the video from last Monday's from last Monday's release a couple of days ago? It's a video of basically me running through the forest. Did you see that video? Let me know. If you didn't see that video and you would like to see it again, you would like to see it, just let me know and I'll press the magic button. Oh, by the way, I've been messing around a little bit with OBS, which, in case you don't know, is the software that I use to live stream. And anyway, I've just got this goofy little change thing. So have a look on the screen. See, isn't that a goofy little change thing? That's kind of funny. And in fact, it's sort of I think I'm just going to get loads of really, really, really cheesy transitions and stuff like that, because it just makes it more fun. I'm not trying to do everything perfect. As I keep saying, totally embracing it. So that's all good. Run in the Forest. Yes. I released another track on Monday. Did you see... I'm not sure if the live stream I did on Monday, I don't know if I played it, but did you see the video for the latest live stream? I'm just noticing that my kilobits per second are kind of dropping every now and again. So if this is glitchy, I do apologize. So, Sword, would you like to check out that video, or should we move on to some of your questions? Either way, I'm very happy to do whatever you wish, because it's not all about me. It gives me an overwhelming sense of well-being, helping others. I like to feel useful and all that good stuff. I should have brought water over, shouldn't I? So let me know if you would like to see... Okay, brilliant. While the video is on, I will grab a glass of water. So, just press the button. Check out the video. And yes, it's me with my dog, just to let you know. So there you have it. You've seen me in all the flesh and my dog in all the flesh. Is that even a term? I'm not really sure. So yeah, hope you enjoyed that. It was a lot of good fun. To make that 1 minute of video, I had to walk for about 30 minutes because it was all obviously on hyperlapse, I believe they call it. Mark Taylor, how the devil are you? I'm just going to read something here. Hang on. You could have taught me so much how to DJ and the technology. Sorry, I'm having problems reading, Mark. You could have taught me so much how to DJ and the technology know-how you have. Brilliant. Thank you, Mark. I just need to learn to read now, probably, don't I? It's hilarious. When I was at school, I shit you not, I was at school, and you know when they go around the class and everybody has to read something, it would get to me and I'd start reading and I would just be mentally beating myself up about how rubbish I was at reading. That I'm sticking myself in front of a camera and having comments all out there and whatnot. So Sword, by the way, Mark and Sword, Sword is over on Twitch and Mark is on Facebook. Was there any wild animals? Yes, so Mark, you didn't see the video, did you, of this week's? I'm not going to make you sit through it again, Sword. That's okay, but I want to show Mark that video. Mark, have a look. Anyway, at some point, every Monday I release a track, and yes, I just made a silly video of me up in the woods. There was a few wild animals. My dog always sniffs out deers that are up there and stuff like that. But nothing that big, really. Sword, I do apologise. Do you mind me playing that video again? I'm really sorry. By the way, Sword. Oh, thank you so much. So, Sword, come up with some questions. And after the video, we'll then focus on your questions, okay? So, Mark, yeah, check this out. Basically, every Monday I release a track. I've normally got a friend that's a fantastic artist, and this week I didn't have that, so I just had to go for a silly walk in the forest. So check it out yet again. And there you have it. Sword, you don't have any questions. Did you download Ableton? And did you manage to make any tunes or stuff like that? Mark, are you still there? I can't see if you're online or anything like that. Sword, I think you've already signed up to the newsletter. Mark, if you'd like to sign up to my newsletter to see what I'm up to and generally hear me attempt to do good stuff, then please follow that link and you can sign up to my newsletter, and you'll probably be seeing videos of me trying to be positive in these fucking weird times. Thank you, Mark. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Glad you enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun to make. As I was saying to Sword, it's about half an hour walk up there to get that 1 minute. So, guys, shall we make... Oh, yeah, if you want to hear... Oh, actually, I've just realised. If you want to hear that full track before the end of here, remind me, because I need to put a a link for you guys to be able to see it. So should we make a track? Okay, so what are we learning tonight? Well, Mark, what are we learning? A good question indeed. So I want you guys to just give me some descriptive words. If you want, I can go into detail about how I'm doing it, or we can just have a bit of fun and we can make a tune together. And it's my gift to you if you want it. I can organise a download and you can just go, look, I made this tune with this guy called Doug online, and then you can get loads of people along to join and stuff like that. So give me some descriptive words, and then we can just make a tune basically. So Sword is saying, I don't know how to even start. I tried to see a video but don't understand anything. Right. In that case, we're going to make a tune together, but I'm going to go slowly so we can have a chat and stuff like that while we're doing it. And I'm going to start with a total blank slate. So let's stick to like that fade. Let's do it again. Oh, silly fade. So yeah, we're going to start right from the start. I will even delete these fellas. There you go. So, Mark, have you ever thought about making music? Just, throwing some fun ideas down or anything? Right, I tried to delete that, so I've just figured out that won't delete, which means you always have to have at least one channel. I did not know that, but now I do. Sword. Aha. Once you've downloaded this, you need to then add a load of sounds because there may not be any sounds in here, right? So, when you download it on Ableton, then you download a load of sounds and you'll go into here, which is sounds, for example. And while you're coming up with descriptive words, I might go into drums. And you will see a load of drum kits. And you can just click on Animals kit, for example. What happened to I think, did I say last time that basically I forget? I'm terrible with names. And when I see sword, I just go, oh, sword. Sword, axe, yeah. So I will call you Axe. I do apologise. Mark, do you have any kind of... what's it called? Bum, 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 bum. I've totally gone blank on what that word is. Okay. Let's move on. Doesn't matter what I was going to say. So, let's move back to this. So, drums. There's all these kits here, right? And you just click on one and drag it over to here. I think you probably could drag it there as well. But in fact, we're going to drag it just into drums because drums is already there. Let go. And it's loaded it up. Right? Now, what we can do, if you don't have one of these fellas, where is it? If you do not have one of these fellas, can you use the wavetable? Wavetable. I think I can, but tell you what, I've got no idea how to get to it. Is wavetable... Right, I'll have a look for it. Right, how I work is probably a lot more haphazard than a lot of other people work. And it's basically, I normally randomly pick sounds, and I don't know if it's wavetable or what plugin it is. I just use it. Yes, I need teacher like you though, brother. Okay, Mark, brilliant. Ooh, it's an instrument. Okay, yeah. I will have a look for wavetable instrument, and I'll use that in just a minute. I had a guys. I'm going to move back to here, and let's have that again. Oh no, that was just a fade. That's really boring. Hang on. We need to override transition. No, I want this transition. Watch. Oh. Okay. So I've got this idea, guys. A friend of mine basically contacted me, and I was making some music for her with her during one of the lockdowns, and I told her to get Auxy on her phone. Do you guys have an iPhone? If you don't, it doesn't matter. But if you've got an iPhone, there's a program called Auxy Pro, which is a music making app, and you can really, really easily throw down ideas, and then you can export them as Ableton exports, basically. So that means when you've got the idea and you want to move it on, you can then put it into Ableton, and then you can polish it up and finish it off. So Sword, you've got an iPhone. Cool. Mark, do you have an iPhone? In fact, I've seen your phone, haven't I, Mark? Because I had to plug it in. Where is... Oh, another one is Gadget LE. Apparently it's a good one, but I've never actually used it. So, Auxy. Anyway, I was gonna show you it. Auxy Pro, AUXY. Oh, good, you do. So you can both get hold of Auxy Pro. There's a free version, and that has some really cool sounds on. And it takes a little bit of time just to kind of figure out how to make some music and stuff like that. And once you've done that, you can actually, and you've got something that you kind of like the idea of, you guys can then export the audio and you can send it to me, and then we can work on a track together and we can kind of help each other out and whatnot, which I think would be really, really good fun. And it would be really cool to kind of like, at some point, this is a work in progress, right? But at some point I want to have like a competition where the winner, we put together kind of like some kind of compilation album or something like that. But I'm open to ideas for any competitions. Basically, a competition where I don't have to pay any money, because at the moment I'm skint. But it could be a competition where if somebody wants a one-on-one lesson on Zoom or something like that, then I'm happy to do that. I do not claim to know the most about Ableton Live, but what I do claim to do is to throw myself in at the deep end and discover. So basically, when you guys are saying, how do I do this? I'll be like, I don't know. Let's have a look. Right, this is like a hack. I kind of hate that. Don't you hate that when they go, this is a life hack? So I've digressed a little bit, haven't I? Do you know that you are smart as fuck at this, and everything you said I will need to grind and figure out? I've just done this quite a lot. Now, I started making music with Ableton Live, which is this program. Oh, by the way, Mark, get a copy. You can get a free copy, I believe. Ableton Live. In fact, let's get it for you. I don't need to faff around and get you to do any work. Ableton Live. Is it? No, intro or light? Oh, I think it's called light. Let's get you a link for that. Bear with me. So, there you go. There's a link there. So, just get rid of that page. I hope that didn't make my stream mess up too much. I believe that Sword downloaded, basically you get a 3-month or 90-day trial of Ableton Suite. And Ableton Suite has everything, like 90 gigabytes of sounds in. And it's amazing. However, at the end of your 90 days, you'll be like, oh, I really wish I still had those sounds. And then to cough up the money it is for Ableton Suite might feel a bit, but if you have Ableton Lite, then you won't know what you don't have. By the way, Sword, Axe, I do apologise for not telling you that sooner, but I only just realised it today. Somebody was asking me. So I have drums here. Where's my pad thing? Where's my pad? Let's get a controller pad. Sounds awesome, doesn't it? Lovely, lovely sounds. Right. So we have drums there. So Mark and Sword, this is a controller. It's just a fancy version of a keyboard. And in fact, if we have this and you look here, I've never actually done this. So this is something that you're going to experiment with. Up here, see this? Oh, hang on, wrong way. Up. I've got a shitload of screens on. It's hilarious. So I was on one screen thinking that you guys could see the cursor, but you couldn't. Here, see that fella there? Now that has obviously lit up, and it means that I can use the keyboard as a controller keyboard, even though it's not actually doing anything at the moment. Oh, hang on. Oh, yeah. So, again, this is one of those things where I don't actually know how to do it, but I'm figuring it out. So I press that button, and this works. The H plays one of the sounds. Okay, right, check it out. So, you can use a keyboard, you can start making music. Easy. Let's go to back laptop view, and again, over here, I'm going to turn this off because I'm going to use this fancy controller thing. So Mark, if you can, wrong button. If you can start, if you've got time, you can start downloading that now, because a lot of the sounds and everything kind of take a while to download. But I can still talk you through this. So, Axe asked me about the instrument. Where the hell is my cursor? The instrument wavetable. Now, something that's coming to mind is you might be loading up the instrument and there might not be any presets there. It might just be the bare bones instrument. In which case, I totally agree. You're going to be like, well, how the hell do I use this? So let's have a look. Let's go to laptop. I'm in the garden with the cats. It will have to be tomorrow. Okay, cool. No worries. Enjoy the cats. So, Mark, you're in the north of France. Is that right? How is the temperature up there? Right. So, Axe, you said it was an instrument. So I'm clicking on instrument and wavetable. So, you may have loaded up wavetable like this. Oh, right, Axes. I'm trying Auxy now, and I can't hear the samples. Do you know why? Let's have a look. I've got no idea why. Well, the first thing that comes to mind is your phone connected via Bluetooth to an earpiece or a speaker inside? Because that happens loads, doesn't it? Where you're like, oh shit, yeah, it's connected, and somebody phones you up, and why can't I hear it? So let's get Auxy up now. And, right. How am I going to do this? So I need to try and figure this out. Oh, that's pretty cool. Right, I'm going to turn this off. I didn't think this would be an Augsy lesson, but it is. Can you see that? I should have an Augsy cam. I'm in the beautiful Basque country. The weather is hot. Basque. Oh, yeah. Basque is right near Biarritz. It's on the border, isn't it? Very nice. I'm a little bit jealous. I'm really over the snow now. Which screen? So let's check this out. New project. Instrument. Drums and samples, because I'm a drummer. No idea what that's on there. Demo kits. Oh yeah, basically all of these kits, if you pay extra, basically you will get, will that work? Oh, it's going to be backwards actually, isn't it? Yeah, okay, never mind. If you pay extra, you'll get all of these samples down here. However, this at the top, the ones that are, you can pick one of those. And I've clicked on that and it's gone blue. By the way, I've not actually used this in ages. Now, we press this plus sign and this takes me to what we can see here. And you're going to have to bear with me because I've not used this before. At the top, it says 1 bar, which means it will be 1 bar long. And if I hit soft... Oh, okay. Again, I've not used this in ages. Oh. Can you guys hear that? I press play for it to work. And then if I click soft, the hi-hats will be quiet. Right. Press the wrong button. Does that make sense? So I just made my first little beat there. So yeah, hopefully when you have a go after this, you'll be able to get that working. And then, actually, let's go back onto here. Then the next thing you do, that you've just created one loop, right? And you press done. You press done, and then I can actually go down here and I can create my second loop. Oh, hang on. I think they've updated this because I don't recognize that. So I can create my second loop, which may just be claps. Is there a clap? No, we'll just go... So the second loop is that. Let's stop that. So, again, I've not used this in a while. So scene 1, for example, is going to be just the claps. Scene 2, it's then going to play that beat that I played. And I'm going to press loop. Oh, hang on. Start back at scene 1 and it should... I hope that kind of makes sense. So you can press a new scene by pressing plus down here, and then you just create something else. Instrument, then you might go to a bass sound, demo sounds, and then you kind of build it up by that. But I would recommend, is my mic still on? Yeah. There are going to be loads and loads of tutorials that are going to work way, way better than me showing you like that, because, yeah, I'm not explaining it very well and I don't use it very much. So, Saul, did you figure out why it wasn't working? I'm going to have a look at Wavetable. So I loaded Wavetable in. Right, and this is basically a very basic sound within Wavetable. But what I would do, Sword, is I would actually go into sounds and just pick sounds. Because in Wavetable, oh, hang on, you guys can't see that, can you? Yeah, I put Wavetable there, and there's just a basic sound. You guys cannot see that keyboard, but you can there. So it's a pretty dull sound, and there are things you can do with it. But what I would do if I was you is I would, where it says wait, you know, we're in Wavetable, and then I would go click on there and then just pick one of these sounds, which is a preset that somebody's made, dump it into there, and then you're going to have better sounds. Oh, I quite like that. I'm going to put the metronome on here. How you guys will put the metronome on is actually up here. By the way, if you go down here, oh, you can't see it because the screen's too small. If you go down here, this turns on all of the help. So I'd recommend having that on. I've turned the metronome on, comme ça. And if you click there, you'll be able to set it to have a 1 bar count in. So when I press record, it will go donk, 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 donk. And when it goes donk 4 times, that is a bar. Yeah. So let's close that out. And I'm going to record something. 2, 3, 4. Right, it's pretty weird. That's all good. Now, drum kit. We've got a drum kit, haven't we? 1, 2, 3, 4. Two, three, 4. So, wow, there's a lot of, that's called delay, by the way. Listen. It's like, whoa, 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 whoa. That's effect. Now that effect, if it was too much, if I click on this, by the way, it will close this, what they call, what the hell is it called? What is it called? The browser window to look at the sounds. So, What the hell was I talking about? Bom, bom, bom. I cannot remember what I was saying. Ah, that's it, delay. If I click here, so I've just double clicked there, then here there should, in theory, I'm just going to move that out of the way, be the delay settings. Now maybe they call space delay. Right, I've got no idea where all that delay is coming from. That's brilliant. Chance. Oh, what's this do? That's kind of fun. Oh, so here we have loads of stuff going on. Delay. Now, I'm not entirely sure. Anyway, I am digressing. It's very easy to get sucked in. I would really, really recommend when you have a mission for the tune, write it down and stick to it quite closely. Otherwise, you'll get stuck into a world of tweaking knobs. And then half an hour later or an hour later, you'll be like, whoa, what the hell was I doing? Just like I'm doing right now. So guys, are you still with me? Are you still there? I'm just going to have a sip of water. Ah, good. So, Axe, did you sort out the problem with Auxy? Yeah. It'd be really actually cool to hear some of the ideas that you come up with, and then you send them to me, and then we pop them into this, and then we can kind of create more together. Yeah, and see what comes out. So I have two things here. So these are loops that I've made, right? Here, they're two loops that are just going to go round and round and round forever. And I'm going to go back to here. Yeah, I moved back to there. Now I want to get a bass sound. So by the way, guys, if you give me a descriptive word, then for one of my instruments, I can do a little search for one of the next sounds I'm going to use. So I'm going to go into sounds, and here where it says bass, click that little arrow, all these bass sounds come up. There are so many, and I'm going to pick that one. There you go, I'm going to pick that one. And click and drag it into here. Close that down. Now, for some reason, I like to have bass next to drums. I'm not really sure why. And the way I did that is I clicked. I've got a Mac, so there's only one click. In fact, that's a lie. This mouse actually has left and right click, but it doesn't work with the new Mac Mini M1s. But anyway, I digress. Click there, and I'm going to bring it over to there. And I just like that. And I'm going to click there. I'm going to press Command and R. Delete that. Shift and 3. And it just puts that number sign on. And I'm going to write bass. So I know it's the bass. And let's have a listen to the bass. If I press this, you will then see. I'm going to make it an octave lower. And I'm going to press play, and I'm going to kind of fiddle around, see what comes out. and then record something. Okay, let's just do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm coming back and we'll catch up on the tutorial. Love it. Cool. Mark, I don't know how long I'm going to be on here. I'd kind of just planned to sort of come on, say hello, throw a musical idea down. But yeah, basically I'm on most days, and if and when, sorry, not if, when you want help with something, just send me a message and maybe we can actually pick a time to do this together. And Sword, Axe, the same to you. Like, yeah, we can arrange to get together another time and I can do another stream for you guys. So, just going to chop the end of that off. Good old quantize button. Now, something I'm thinking is that when we have lots of notes all clumped into one, it can sound messy. So we can change that by moving things up. And it's easier to show you. So here, if I double click that, and then the mouse goes here, and you see it changes shape. I click the mouse, move it up. And I'm going to press a button to get rid of that bottom bit that was below. And this is all what I call the Midi Notes. And all that is the computer goes, right, play a noise here. It's not actually the sounds, but it's like the MIDI information. If you don't understand that, ask again, and I will try to explain a little bit more. If I click here, and press Command and A, and then I press Shift and up. Did that do it? Yeah, I've just basically put that up an octave. And what an octave is, somebody asked me this the other day, and I was like, how do I explain that? It is the same notes, but a register higher. For example, if you think of like a female opera singer, she might be going la super high, and then a bass singer will be going la, and they're singing the same note, but it's a different register. If that doesn't make sense, then there are other ways to explain it. For example, if you look at a guitar string, you play the guitar string and it vibrates, which makes a note. And when you put your finger on a fret and make the guitar string shorter, the note changes because it vibrates faster. However, when there's a certain place on a guitar that it kind of goes back to the beginning, and you're on something that sounds really similar to the original note, but it is what's called an octave higher. Sword, you're back. Sorry, Axe, you're back, and you made something you liked on Augsy. Fantastic. So basically, that's for another show. I'm glad you made something you like. That is really cool. And to be totally honest, I have not actually imported anything yet into this to be able to figure it out. So you can be my guinea pig, and actually I can be your guinea pig. If you send me that maybe tomorrow or something, we'll get together and have a live stream, and I'll try and figure out how to make something out of it and send it you back. Are you up for that? So you've made something you like. So I'm just going to have a look at Augsy. and I will just show you something. Right. Once you've got something there, that for example, once you've got something, so check this out. Are you looking? This here, you tap that and it says export audio. So if you wanted to have it so what you've made, you can just send the whole thing like a song to somebody, you will tap that. Export projects actually means that it will it means that it will actually send the different like for example, it will send the drum beat as one channel and the bass as another channel. Axe, it's no problem about you being a beginner. To be honest, you've actually given me a great idea to start making my live stream to complete beginners, because I think there are so many tutorials that go way over people's heads, and to start, we've all got to start somewhere. So if this export project, you tap that, and then you go down, and it said export Ableton live set. You click that, and it's creating a live set. So then there is what's called a zip archive file there, and then you can send it to somebody. So, for example, you could email it to me. So you can do that, and you have my email address, don't you? Because oh, by the way, there is a new newsletter coming out. Did you see my last newsletter I sent you? It was like me just going, this is the beginning. I don't really know what I'm doing. I like noisy music, so it's like all screaming or metal or things like that. Axe, that's all good. You like whatever you like. That's basically make what you want to make. Don't try and tailor make it for anybody else. Do I email it now? Yes, you can. I will give you, bear with me. I'll give you my email address. djstickstricks@gmail.com. So you can email that to me now, and then maybe over email we can discuss a time. Yeah, a good time for both of us to do this. I would say probably tomorrow evening. Axel, what time is it where you are now? It's 10:30 where I am now. So yeah, kind of let me know what time it is there. So while you're away, I threw this idea down, so we'll just have a little listen, shall we? Olivia, how the devil are you? So Olivia, I've got Sword or Axel over on Twitch, and Sword Olivia is on Facebook. You will see her chats pop up and stuff like that. Olivia, how the devil are you? Sword is he is new to, you like the transition? What, the video transition? Is that the one you mean? The cheesy transition. I'm going to come up with all as many cheesy one as I can. I think it's going to be hilarious. Or maybe you're talking about musical thing. There's always a delay and it's always a little bit confusing. So yeah, Sword over on Twitch. He is a complete beginner. Fantastic. So basically I've changed the show. Kind of I can't talk. I've tailor-made it just for him, the video transition. Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? In OBS, there's all this stuff which is kind of funny. I keep seeing my kilobits per second go into the red, so I must apologise if things are glitching out a little bit. I digressed. Going back to sword, or axe, as he likes me to call him. A friend of mine gave me an idea today, and the idea basically was that total beginners, I get them to use something like Auxy Pro to throw an idea down, or you might just splurge a musical idea out, and then they can email it to me, and then on the next show we work on it together. He emails me the Ableton file, and the funny thing is I've never done this before, and the first time I'm going to try it will be tomorrow. So it's going to be hilarious. I'll be there like going, how the hell do you do this? For example, I didn't know until a couple of days ago that you can use the keyboard to play the sounds, because I was trying to do some commands and it wasn't working, and then I looked on Tinternet and I'm like, oh yeah, my face just went a funny colour then. Watch. Look at my face. That's very, very strange. I'm digressing. Olivia, how are you? And the next thing... So, Axe and Olivia, give me a descriptive word for the next sound. I've got this again. So yeah, descriptive word for some sound that you might like to hear there. Olivia, did you see the little video teaser of this week's track that I brought out on Monday? Basically, the guy that normally does my artwork isn't available, so I had to do a video myself. Plucky. Cool. Let's do a little search for that. So yeah, basically I went up into the forest and I did a time lapse, or on my phone it's called a hyperlapse. A hyperlapse. The name of the file is Foolish Gorilla. Cool. Right, Plucky. Oh, Plucky with acid. Right, let's click and drag that into there. Oh, just spat. So, Axe, I guess you've emailed me. Oh, this sound is in Omnisphere. Oh, yes, Omnisphere. I'm not going to look into that because I'll just get lost in a world of Omnisphere. I need water. I'm projecting my voice incorrectly, obviously. I sent you an empty mail accidentally, sorry. No worries. I do loads of things by mistake. It's all a learning experience. Let's make more mistakes. Good. I'm really embracing this thing about I've got not a clue how to do this. Where am I? Right. I'll tell you where I am. I'm closing that. And let's have a listen to Plucky with acid. Let's have a listen. Oh, that's nice. I don't need... It's just a wall of sound. I definitely don't need all of that sound. Couple of octaves up. Yeah, there's so much going on there. It's cool. Right, I'm going to press play something and see what comes out. Right, for a start, I can't hear it. Okay, I found two notes. Yes, that is peaking out like crazy. We do not like peaking out. What don't we like? Peaking out. Peaking. So let's pick all of those three. Let's move back over to here. Pick all of those three. Oh, that's way too big. Pick all of those three and bring the volumes down. And I put a bit of delay on there for fun. So I've got basically 4 parts. We don't need any more for now. And yes, it's that time again to throw down a very rough, what the hell is it called? Arrangement. That's the one. So they were all loops, and I'm going to do something where I just basically, I know how to use this. Hang on, let's do that. On this fella, I know that if I press session view and record, then it will record those parts into the arrangement view. I'm just going to read this. Sword is saying, I think I'm going to learn on Auxy first, then I will learn on Ableton because I think Auxy is a little bit easier. Okay, awesome. But Axe, are you still interested in sending me what you've done? And then basically I can kind of have a play around with it. Yeah, are you interested in that? So, where am I? I am here. I'm going to record this down. 2, 3, 4. Okay. There's still that bug. Oh, by the way, I don't know why I'm telling you Olivia and not you mean on Ableton. What did I say? I think I mean on Ableton. Yeah. Like you come up with an idea on Auxy. You can send me like I showed you the parts. And then here we'll have a listen to it, and yeah, you can give me some direction and I'll do some things and see what you think of it. And we just sort of, just create together. Be good fun. So then you'll see what you can do in Ableton, for example, when you do move on to it. So I'm going to bring that across there. The good old deselect still doesn't work. I don't know if you're still there, Olivia, but remember I was saying command and click should de-pick that, but it doesn't. I'll send you my file on email. Yeah, just send it on email, yeah. And on email we'll also discuss when is a good time. Can you let me know what time it is there, please? It's 10:40 here. So yeah, knowing what time there would be helpful. So I'm doing that good old selecting. Command click and it deselects that so I can move this along. Command click, deselect that. That's a bit weird. Ableton 11 being buggy her. I hear it's worse on Windows. Yeah, there's a couple of little things. What I have noticed is 1:40 a.m. Oh, okay. What I have noticed is my CPU. Look how high it is, and I've hardly got any plugins going, and it's running super high. Now, yes, I do have OBS on, but I've noticed that is running higher than normal. When everything is, what's it called? When everything's specially made for this computer, I think things will get a lot better. But that is pretty high for now. Where was I? I know where I was. I was looking at this and it made me confused. I was like, hang on. Something's not quite right. Things aren't lining up. How long is this? There's a chance the length of that isn't quite right. It is rough CPU-wise on... Well, but the thing is, I don't know if that's Ableton 11 or it's just running Ableton through Rosetta 2 on my Mac Mini. Yeah, I don't know. So I'm a little bit confused. There's so many lines going on. That's why I'm confused. So I'm just splitting that. Control E to split it. Axe, thank you for sending that file through. To be honest, I don't think I'll get a chance to look at it tonight. But I will look at it. In fact, you know what? It'd be really good fun the first time I open it to be here live with you there and me kind of go, how the hell do I do this? Control E to split that. So Olivia, you may have noticed that this is the shape of a arrangement for a splurge I do every single time. Just because it's a quick idea to throw down and it doesn't really matter because it's just an idea for now. Shift and click to bring the whole line up, Command and E. Click there, Shift and click, delete. And we only need 2 minutes 40 to think, to discover about if we want to carry on with it. The magic Doug shape. That is right, the magic Doug shape. Olivia, can you just remind me, did you hear my track from my release on Monday? And did you see the video that I did of me running in the forest for my track? So Sword is saying, see it in live. I want to see your reaction on my bad tune. Okay, I will open it in live and we'll listen to it together for the first time, possibly tomorrow if we arrange that. So let's have a listen to this. My face is gonna disappear, but do look out for my reactions. I'm kind of taking the piss out of those such and such reaction videos. So yeah, let's have a listen to this. Sword has already seen my video from this week twice, and I feel a bit bad asking if I can play it again. But I'll ask him nicely. Maybe right at the end when I play out, I'll show you the video. So I'm going to shut up for now. Wow, that's really weird. I just realised. I think I'm a bit spaced out because I just said maybe I'll play it after, and then I just started playing it. Heavy. I like the Hank cameo. I mean the dog Tank. Yeah, his name's Tank. Okay, Sword. I really appreciate you letting me play that again. I must have just had a moment of spazzing out. Yeah, I was actually meant to play the track that we made, not that video, so I do apologise. I pressed the wrong button. Oh, that's it. I must have pressed the wrong button. Right. This is this is the track. I do apologise. And there you have it. That is today's tune. I'll be totally honest, I don't really like the bass. I thought it sounded best when the bass parts weren't there. But it is just an idea that is thrown down. Cool. Guys, thank you so much for joining. And Axe, let's do something tomorrow. Olivia, if you'd like to join tomorrow and see what the hell comes out from Axe's and mine's tune. I made a loop on Auxy, not a long track. It is okay. Awesome. Yeah, you don't need, I mean, essentially, these are just 4 loops. So, yeah, there's not much here. But when we turn it into some sort of arrangement, it then becomes a track. Whether it's good or bad, it doesn't matter, but it becomes a track. When it's just a loop, it's kind of harder to... I can't really explain it. It's harder to work with a loop, but when you put it into arrangement, but I can do that anyway. I'm actually working the next 3 days. No worries, Olivia. Then you will catch us next time, I do hope. So, guys, thank you so much for joining. I just popped on to just basically keep the ball in motion. I wasn't, it was going to be like, okay, I'll go on for 10 minutes, make a quick tune. If no one's there, it's fine. And I've been on for an hour and 12 already. Wow. So yeah, you guys have made this. So I really, really appreciate that. Have a lovely evening. And trying to think. Yes. No, actually, I can't share with you this week. Right. Bear with me. So what I didn't do is I didn't create this week's the track for this week. That's on the video. Why is this now freezing up? SoundCloud. Why isn't that? Oh, okay. I need to close that down. There it is. So basically, every now and again, I keep on forgetting to change the bloody the commands. There's something called reply commands. I press two keys, and automatically a message pops up. And it's something I need to do every Monday. I need to remember to change it. So I do apologize about doing it now, but I've done it. So if I press Shift and 1 and R for release, then you guys get the full track of my Monday's release, of which you saw some of it on the video. There you go. Have a lovely evening. I feel like I'm just going to blab on and blab on and blab on. Have a lovely evening. I'm going to go and chill out. And Axe, yes, let's do something tomorrow. And we can email each other to arrange times. By the way, Axe, keep an eye out for this week's this week's newsletter, email newsletter, which essentially is just a video because I don't really like typing. Olivia, have you signed up to my newsletter? You don't have to, but if you would like to, there is a link. And as I say with everything, it's a work in progress. It will get better. Yeah. So, without further ado, thank you so much for joining, and have a lovely evening.